And in studio, we are with the fairy professor, Professor Fred Ogolla. And on sign language, we have Gideon Minor, who is on sign language this morning. Of course, you can engage with us on our social media platforms. That is at Science TV Kenya. And you can find me at The Allen Habit across all socials. And of course, you can engage with us on our website. That is at www.sciencetv.co.ke. The good professor,
yes.
How have you been? It has been a hot minute since we last sat together.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, there's things continue just getting better.
Yes.
And I think that...
Better for you or better for everybody?
You see, what I mean better is that Kenyans are waiting for the third liberation.
Yes.
Because remember that our forefathers fought for the first liberation. They are the teams that fought for the second liberation. So our generation is fighting for the third liberation. And that third liberation is economic, not political. And we are on course. So that's what gives me hope.
All right.
You know, Alan, you have to wake up with hope. I know Kenyans are suffering. People are sleeping hungry. People can't afford education.
People are being swept away.
People are being swept away by floods. Nairobi becomes a river.
Yeah.
I saw things people calling river so-and-so, river so-and-so. But the hope is that we are going to liberate this country economically.
Yes.
So because I know we are on course, and this is not about us. In fact, God has heard Kenyans cry. So those who must go, they must go. And they will go. In Jesus' name, they will go.
All right. That is a prayer that Professor Ogolla is putting out this morning. Now, before we go into the political happenings, of course, the president was in Siaya and the opposition brigade was all over. But I want us to quickly look at some of the stories that are making headlines in the dailies. And of course, we started off with the flood warnings that were ignored. That is the headlining story in the Standard this morning. Now, Auditor General Nancy Gathungu, in a 2024 audit following devastating floods, exposed systematic weaknesses, including ignored early warnings from the Kenya Meteorological Department. Now, the report recommended measures to improve the state's emergency response, but as it gathers, a dust disaster has stricken again 2 years later with tragic consequences. So, of course, that story you'll find in the Daily Nation this morning on pages 2, 3, 4, and 5. And, of course, the governor, Johnson Sakaja, was on one of the TV stations yesterday evening, and he said, hey, do not blame me. These problems existed before even I was a young boy. Prof, what do you make of this headlining story and some of the sentiments that Sakaja had to make about these ongoing floods in the city?
You know, Alan, you surprise me. We can't be on this television discussing about Sakaja.
Yeah, of course we are not discussing the governor, but we are discussing what apparent reason he gave us to why what is happening in Nairobi is happening.
Well, I mean, the best way to approach this is the following. The weatherman.
Yes.
The weatherman.
That is the Met Department.
They get 1.3. They get, let's say, 1.6 billion shillings per year.
Yes.
Just to ensure Kenyans know what to do about their daily life, how the weather operates.
Yes, and they did their part.
Well and yes and no, isn't it?
Yes.
You know, Alan, you cannot spend 1.6 billion shillings mostly to gather the information, but nothing to communicate it. How did you know about it? I was in New York.
Yes.
When the winter began, they were being told, guys, from tomorrow, expect ice to the level of 1 meter, isn't it? So these vehicles can't work, these ones can work.
Yes.
Don't drive a vehicle with this kind of, let's say, a size, isn't it? Don't drive a vehicle with this kind of tires, because you need friction tires.
Yes. Sometimes
they were told
winter tires
by details, isn't it?
Yes.
Even you get an alert on your SMS. You get me? So people do information. They tell us, we had the information. We told you. How did they tell you? What is the channel to reach everybody?
Yes.
You tell me all the Kenyans who lost their property in Yamakimwa, they are idiots, that they will be told tomorrow things will be bad and you ignore.
Yeah.
Who ignored? Who ignored it? So, for me, first of all, who is Sakaja? I don't know that man. Where is he? Have you ever met him yourself? Me, I've never met him. I don't know him. I just hear somebody calls Sakaja. The last time I heard is someone struggling to confirm they have a degree. That's the last time I heard about him. Why should Sakaja be able to tell Nairobians what to do? What does Sakaja know? Who is he? What does Sakaja know about weather? Someone who is struggling to explain whether he has a degree or not, why should he even be listened to? That this thing has existed since he was born.
Yeah. And
he came with a motto called Nairobi should work. When he was saying it, did he know what Nairobi is? And are we having this for the first time, Alan? He says it has been there since he was born. So when he was becoming a governor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did he know that the problem existed? When he was handing over Nairobi to his friend, isn't it? 80 billion deal, isn't it? If he knew the problem existed, why was that solution not in the 80 billion deal? So, Alan, I think that we should stop discussing these people. They feel very good when we discuss about them. But we should be discussing about what is the problem in Nairobi, isn't it? How can we transform Nairobi?
But you know, if we do not discuss them, probably they are a part of the problem.
No.
So we have to discuss it holistically.
When you discuss him, we don't discuss the issues. When you discuss him, we don't discuss the solutions, isn't it? I, Fred Ogola, I have no business discussing about him. But he is a fruit of what? He's a fruit of our ignorance. He's a fruit, a product of our lost focus and attention. If we focus on the issues, we should know who should address Nairobi issue. If we focus on these leaders wholeheartedly, they feel nice being talked about. Do you know that even if your ex, even if your ex knows very well that you left her, even if you talk negatively about her, she feels nice. At least you're talking about her. But if she hears you never talk about her at all, she feels relevant. According to me, we know, and was stated before, that Sakaja needs to go, isn't it? He must go, isn't it? So we should be advising and saying, when and how can he go? You understand? We went and said that we have a president who is senile, who is insensitive to the plight of Kenya, isn't it? We should be focusing on how can he go, isn't it? Let me ask you, have you heard about what the president himself said about what happened in Nairobi?
People building on riparian land.
But who has been the biggest culprit on building on the wrong places? You hear me? Who is? Who is Alan? Who is the one grabbing land in Kenya? Isn't it? Grabbing not just riparian land, even land belonging to the government. Who wanted to grab Procession Way? Who? The one who grabbed land and put Western Hotel. So who is supposed to be speaking? So, Alan, what I can tell you is that I'm an expert in city planning and urban policy. And the violations in the Nairobi plan, which was done pre-colonial, has been violated in totality by the leaders, isn't it? Let's go back there and look at the problem, isn't it? Now, let's go to people who suffered in Kibra, Huruma, Kawangware, isn't it? Did you see how people suffered there?
Absolutely.
Did you see somebody finding himself washed by the floods?
Absolutely.
What is the problem?
People lost their lives as well.
How much money was allocated to Nairobi River? And Nairobi River was at the epicenter of this damage, isn't it? If there's no drainage itself, just drainage, how much money is being spent on the road for Nairobi County? Kera. How much? How can someone build a road that becomes a river? How much money is being spent in road, Alan? And what impact are we getting? The very road, someone I had, I don't want to call the name, someone said that before Christmas, the Mombasa road would have been paved, isn't it? It was a lake, isn't it? So whom are we talking about? And when they are designing the expressway, Alan, I lost my job when I said the expressway will add water to the lower road and will kill people. I said it. You know that expressway gathers water.
Yeah.
They never designed where will water go when that water is gathered in the expressway. Tell me, where is the outlet? Which river is it exiting to? It's exiting to the main road, which means they knew by the architecture of that expressway, expressway is the biggest cause to that flood, because South C, South B already were having challenges. When you add them that water from the expressway, you are adding trouble. Who designed that thing and left it that way? When they were building the expressway, they destroyed the lower road. You understand? Because the Chinese were not given a contract to ensure that after doing the expressway, the damage caused by the lower track, they would repair itself. Alan, there's something simple that I think your father taught you, because I think we discussed about it, isn't it? Leave a place better than you found it, isn't it?
Yes.
How can the Chinese find our road well paved and tarmacked, destroy it, and then the person who gave them the contract is the same government? You know, when you give a contract, you tell them, well, as you do the expressway, you are going to affect the normal road for Kenya, the Mombasa Road, isn't it? Leave it better that way. And I can tell you, to be able to repair the lower road after the damage caused by the expressway was going to cost 28 billion, isn't it?
Yes.
So what is happening? Someone, when they deal with the Chinese, don't put that in the contract, but give me that money. That's it. Corruption.
Yeah.
And Alan, corruption is a social problem. I was just telling you off air. At independence, we said our problems are how many? 3. Poverty, ignorance, and disease. Now, the more corrupt you are, the more we have ignorant population, because they don't access good education. They don't access health care. And they become poorer, so they become desperate. So they can just be brainwashed. You get me? So what I'm trying to say, I'm talking to Kenyans, I'm not talking to those people. What I'm trying to Kenyans is this. Let us go and understand the root cause of our problem. The root cause of our problem, we have a social problem. We have a social problem because we have a vicious cycle of poverty. As people get richer and richer, other people are getting poorer and poorer, isn't it? Before even the so-called, the person you're calling Sakaja became governor, what was his net worth? And now what is his net worth? But what is the net worth of Nairobians, isn't it? It has gotten worse while their net worth has gone up, isn't it? How they travel, how they live, the houses they buy. You're talking about somebody who has bought a house in Houston, isn't it? He's bought a house in the U.S. He owns a house in the U.S. And he bought that house using your money. Somebody who had nowhere to live now has bought a very beautiful house in Kitusuru. So what are we talking about? The last time I heard it, Sakaja was living somewhere next to this place, next to where Citizen is, this place called Dennis Pritt Road. Remember, Sakaja was chairing a committee for COVID-19. Then he was found drinking past the curfew hours. And that's how he had to resign from the committee which was appointed by Uhuru Kenyatta. His house was next there. He was just drinking next to his house. And the person who violated the COVID-19 rules, we went on to elect him as a governor. What is a governor? A governor should know about governance. Someone struggling to prove credibility of any kind. So what I'm trying to say here is our root cause of the problem is that we are just short-circuiting issues. Nairobi flood, what happened? You cannot tell me. Myself, I never received any information regarding what the flood was going to be, isn't it? That day I left home to go and pick my wife, who was arriving from Mombasa in Mlolongo. I was with the kids. We were in traffic for 3 hours. You get me? When we eventually got her, the kids were sleeping because we left home around 7. We thought because we're going to use the expressway, in 30 minutes we're going to Mlolongo, pick her, bring kids, have dinner by 9, they are asleep. The kids left at 3 a.m. in the morning. You're getting me? So me, I'm an idiot who received a warning and I ignored. Which warning did you receive yourself? So
Prof,
my issue is this budget. This budget of 1.6 billion. How should it be spent? Meteorological department is people who analyze the weather information and then should inform people. How much in that budget is meant for communication.
Yes.
You're getting me, Alan? So if you have that money being spent on people's allowances, coffee, tea, and what, but what the value of meteorological department is the quality of information they give to citizens and reach them. I can tell you, almost zero, isn't it? Even the toll-free numbers. Did you see any toll-free number that if you are caught in flood, you're supposed to call? Those numbers are available, isn't it? They should be given. Go to a city just like Rwanda. They are toll-free numbers, isn't it? Rwanda has so many hills.
Yes.
So we are not talking about something out of the blues. Where do you get the weather information if you want?
So is it a Met department issue? Because they would also defend themselves and say the budget, of course, the budget that they have is not enough. And they did to the farthest that they are able to do to communicate. But Prof, even if they communicated, this water still came to our homesteads. All right?
No.
Even if they had communicated, this water still would have come to our homesteads. So the question here is, how can the country, of course, it's no longer a Nairobi governor's issue, how can the country solve this apparent issue that everybody's saying, hey, Nairobi was built on a swamp, but we are here. What is the solution for now?
Alan,
from an urban planner perspective,
Alan,
without going so much into the gimmicks.
I've told you.
Yes.
If you go to Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 16,
yes,
they say there's nothing new under the sun.
Absolutely.
Is Nairobi struggling with a problem that started only in Nairobi?
No.
Has it been solved elsewhere?
It has been solved elsewhere.
So why are we wasting time?
And those are the things that we are requesting you, Prof, with your expansive traveling and the knowledge that you have. So kindly point to us some of the solutions that we can implement.
Any meteorological department should put at least 60% of their budget on communication.
They have communicated. Water is still in our houses.
They didn't because...
Let us assume they have communicated. Because even if they had communicated, which they communicated haphazardly, it wasn't directly onto our phones, but they communicated.
What did they communicate?
They communicated the way they could have communicated. But even though they had communicated, water still got in our houses. How do we solve that?
Do you know what the communication was? They would tell you Nairobi will have X number of milliliters of water.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So how does that information help my mother?
No, they communicated that the rain that we had last year is going to be replicated this year. That is the farthest that they could go. Prof, follow me here.
Okay, now, what I wanted to say in the following is, Nairobi, just like any other cities which have been built, isn't it?
Even when we go to Amsterdam, that is built on a whole sea bed. Yes.
They have a very clear things on how they do their roads, isn't it?
Yes.
Like I told you, any road you are building is going to gather water.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
How does the water exit? You know, if you stand on the way of the water will come for you.
Absolutely.
Isn't
it will demolish
you.
So
the expressway was not done the way it was supposed to be done. You understand?
Yes.
The drainage for our roads.
Yes.
These people are concerned about putting tarmac on top of the road and earning their money and getting away with it.
Yeah.
They're never concerned about the drainage. The first thing and the most important thing is if Nairobi is a swamp, where does the water exit to? You don't give water a path, it's after you. Like you go to your house and you find a cat inside your bedroom. Then there's no outlet in their bedroom and you confront the cat. You're going to be in danger. So what is it that was being planned for the exit of water? Why should we continue talking about these things for years and years? Yet we know very well that Nairobi, you can find a way on which this water can enter the river and get into the Indian Ocean. You get me? Nairobi has no water, isn't it? People are crying there's lack of water. Why are we not harvesting this water? Harvest this water.
Build water harvesting plants.
Yes, we don't have them. Yet people have no water. Then they tell you Nairobi water charges people so much money, even to do their own water. I live in Lavington. You pay Nairobi water. No, you pay Nairobi water. You sink your own borehole with your own money, with your own pipe. Then you pay Nairobi water for having drawn your own water. Where do they take that money to? Why can't they use this money even to build a water harvesting plant? We are hearing we are going to Singapore, isn't it? Come on, man. How can you go to Singapore in a river, in a lake?
Probably going to use boats.
No, well, I mean, if that's possible, how long will it take? So I'm telling you, the master plan for Nairobi was thrown away.
Yes.
The solution was go back to the master plan.
Yes.
The person who built Nairobi knew this problem you're talking about, and there's a master plan.
Yeah.
Just go and check today after this show what's the master plan for Nairobi.
Yeah.
We never followed the master plan. Now we are doing what's called Ukarabati, isn't it? And that's where the master plan was there, even how water was supposed to be handled.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Nairobi was known as the city with clean waters, isn't it? People could drink water from Nairobi River.
Yeah.
Now it's a sewage. Why is a sewage? Because now all the people who build houses are exiting their water into Nairobi River.
Yeah.
I can tell you there are ministers, former ministers, former MPs who have built apartments in Nairobi here. They have put the exit of those things into Nairobi River as a sewage, isn't it? But without knowing that Nairobi River has been destroyed with so many things, does not move.
Yeah.
Go to Lavington here, for example, you go to Msongari, St. Mary's Msongari.
Yeah.
There's a place there you could even see people's houses. You could see someone, Soforias, on top there. And this one's been swept from Kawangware. But what's happening here is that we have allocated money for Nairobi River.
Yeah.
That person who allocated money to Nairobi River had no clue on what happens about Nairobi River. We have so many institutions. We should be working together with Nairobi River.
Yeah.
Who approves the building? County government. To get a certificate of construction.
Yeah.
Must be approved by what? Nairobi River. We have NEMA. NEMA receives money, isn't it, to look at environmental impact assessment for any building or construction you do. So I'm talking about MET, 1.6 billion.
Yes.
Go to NEMA, you can talk about 3.8 billion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go to county government, there's Minister for Environment, isn't it? In charge of that. Tell me how much budget. You bring all together, there's just a lot of money, but nothing working. So governance should be the main thing we need to do here.
Yeah.
We should do governance.
Yeah.
And we have, for example, some people who have too much, others have nothing. Alan, do you know how big State House is?
I would love to know. I would love to know. It's only the facade that
State House is 740 acres. You understand me?
Yeah.
One person staying there. One person. You get me? At least the State House official residence of the president, not anybody coming there is just coming because of the president, isn't it? Because there is no one who is asked by the state to live with the president. You get me? How on earth do one person live in a 740 acres while bringing down buildings in Landmawi, in Kibra, trying to build affordable housing on riparian land? Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
It does not make sense. You get me? People are bringing down buildings in Roysambu the other day, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Roysambu is just next to us here.
Yeah.
So someone who lives in a 740 acres of land is trying to bring down a small building where squatters live in Roysambu. Alan, when LDP takes over government, State House will not be the place where the president lives. It will become a museum. It will become a research center, innovation hub, and marriage encounter center. The president needs to stay in maximum 2 acres. If you go to Germany, the most advanced economy in Europe, Angela Merkel was living in an apartment. You get me? Go to London. How small is Downing Street? Go to the residence of the president, the prime minister. It's very small. Yet they're the one financing us. You don't need a big house to finance people. It does not matter how big the size of where you live is to sell for other people. In fact, the bigger it is, the less likely you can solve it. So according to me, this so-called State House, that is where we'll start. That land can do so much for people. You understand? That land can rescue so many Kenyans. Professors have nowhere to do research. People go buy land in an expensive place. Then someone is sitting on 740 acres of land. As a city planner and urban policy expert, Nairobi will change because of that. That's where we should actually release pressure from Nairobi. The county office, where City Hall, where it is at the moment. You understand? The guy doesn't meet there. He's created another office on Riverside Drive called Shakahola. That's where the office is, the office of the governor. So I'm saying the city planning urban policy must be implemented, and we should remove wastage. The wastage, where poor people are, they're always squeezed, isn't it? Where rich people are, they're always expansive. This kind of thinking should lie. Nairobi is for all of us, rich and poor.
Let us go for a short, quick break. And when we come back, we're coming back with what is making headlines in the Standard. And they are talking about impunity. Impunity about what exactly? You're going to be knowing after the break.